All right, man. Let's talk about something that I think is more important than Diddy and any current event going on right now.
People usually spend their money and invest what's left. That's the philosophy of the poor. Now, here's the philosophy of the rich. Rich people invest their money and spend what's left. And here's the startling answer. It really doesn't matter what the amount is. What's most important is not the amount. What's really important is the philosophy. So I would ask you to adopt this philosophy of spending after you have invested. Invest first, then spend.
All right, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube world, YouTube land? I am Real Estate Jay, and
it's gonna be a cold summer.
Welcome to the Cold Summer Podcast. Yes, this is stuff I enjoy talking about right here. So this is Jim Rohn, man. If you guys have not heard of Jim Rohn, I would definitely encourage you guys to go look at his videos. Very, very motivational. This right here reminds me of the book called Richest Man in Babylon, right? This is what we need to hear as a unit. And if we want to talk about the Black community, this is something that we are lacking right here, right? We have to learn how to invest money, right? We have to look at investing totally different than we have always looked at it, right? And what Jim Rohn talks about here is wealthy and rich people understand how money works. They understand that investing money is more important than going out and spending money on toys. Investing is so important. I have been investing in real estate for the last 6 years, and I can tell you that it has been an ultimate game changer. All right. Just ultimate game changer, just understanding how that works, the people that I've met, the exposure that I've gotten, also understanding how to invest, right? Which has also helped me invest into my brokerage accounts, which at my age, I am doing really well with my brokerage account, right? But I learned these things from my dad who taught me about it, and then also getting around a lot of people in business and entrepreneurs, learning about investing. It is one of the most powerful things that we can do, right? Invest your money. It helps you. It helps your family. And you can do so much more. And the thing about investing that people, I think, end up losing interest in is that it's a long-term game, right? This is not something that you just throw $100 into and you come back in 5 years and then all of a sudden you got $50,000. This is something that you have to do. Some people are doing daily, weekly, or monthly, right? And you have to always invest. One of the keys that I have learned is always be investing. Always in something. If you can't invest and buy the big, real estate, if you got a job, you can invest into your 401k. They got employee stock purchase programs for some places. Even if you don't have those things, you can get your own IRA, individual retirement account, and put money into that thing yourself, right? These are just easy ways to invest money. Investing doesn't have to be such a large thing where you're like, man, I don't have enough. Every time you get paid, and this is where I'm going to talk to just the every average day person, there's money you can invest every paycheck that you have. And you don't have to invest into real estate or into your business. I would encourage you to do that. But even on a small scale of 10 years of investing, imagine putting in $250 into your IRA or solo 401k or whatever it is, right? And then you're doing that every month and you're buying stocks. And if you're buying the right stocks and things, you should start to see an increase in your net worth. Investing money first is important. We get too caught up in lifestyle creep and lifestyle that we start spending our money first and everything that doesn't make us anything in debt. And then we try to talk about investing one day. Let's stop that talk right now. No more one day I will invest. No. Today you invest something. You have to start the habit now. You can't try to start a habit after, you can't try to start a habit after, you're 10 years and you keep saying the same thing. And within 10 years, you could be further ahead. I'm talking to someone out there, and right now you're thinking about trying to purchase something, and you're like, man, do I want to purchase this, or do I want to keep the money and maybe put it into something else? You use your assets to pay for all the things that you want to have fun with. If you want to go buy that car, don't buy that car right now. Definitely if it's like $100,000 or $80,000, scale back. That money you're going to be using for that car note, you could be putting into your business, putting into marketing, and making this make sense for you. And you might have to wait a couple years. Investing takes time. People are so short-term thinkers, and they shoot themselves in the foot. Investing is long-term. Even when you buy a rental property, you're buying a rental property, you're putting money into it, and it's a long-term thing. Your appreciation you make long-term, you're going to make cash flow every single month. You're going to make more in the end than you're going to make trying to just sell it right now. Investing is super important. And I just wanted to make this video because I love Jim Rohn. I love his messages. I love investing. And I like to talk to people that are willing to listen because investing has changed my life. Investing in real estate has been the biggest game changer that I've done since working in corporate America. Like working a job, let me tell y'all something, bro. Let me just be honest with y'all. All right, get my tea over here. Working in corporate America is cool, right? It's safe, but it's not everything. I'm telling you guys, what happens when you work in corporate America, and it happens to a lot of people unless they're very, very disciplined and conscious, what happens is you start developing this mindset of, I can afford it. Based upon the job that I have at that time, I can afford this house note. I can afford this car note. I can afford this, and this, right? But if that happens to get cut off, you no longer can afford it until you find another job. So here's what it is. The biggest cheat code, sensation, and I wish I had a drum roll, but I can't find it right now, right? The biggest cheat code to freaking building wealth is 9 to 5 and your business.
Audio Jungle.
Stop wanting to quit your job before you create a plan for your business. So many people are working a 9 to 5. Take that money. Your job is your business partner. It depends how you use the money. Take that money, put it into your business while you're working. Because when you have a slow month on your business, you can depend on the 9 to 5 to come in, take care of the bills, and then the rest of this on your business becomes extra money. Use the cheat code that has been given to us. I know wealthy people that still work a 9 to 5. You know why they work a 9 to 5? Because they're there for the benefits for their family. They don't have to pay for if they were an entrepreneur because insurance is expensive. They get a 401k that they get from their job and they use the matching plan. So that's free money. Some of them have an employee stock purchase program like my company does. So they're utilizing free money to make money long term. They get little perks and stuff when they go rent a car or a hotel or whatever it is or a game. They get that. And they get a paycheck every 2 weeks, which is how, depending on how they use it, they could use it for their lifestyle or they could use it for their business. There are so many benefits to having your job than trying to quit and have nothing. You have to keep both. No, you don't have to, right? There does come a point in time where you can make a decision to leave your job. But for most people, safe route, right? Like I'm talking to the Dave Ramseys of the world, the Dave Ramsey crowd. Keep your job while developing a business. And you will see that after a couple of years of you doing this in your business, now you're making money. Now you can do a little bit more with this money. Now you can live off that money. But this is where you can take that money and invest, right? So this is why I want to make that video because I think it's super, super important to always be thinking about investing. But for most people, a great way to start investing early is keep your job, develop a business, and then start throwing that money into investments while you're making extra money. All right? That's all I got to say about that, man. I just hope that this touches quite a few people out there, man. I understand that the job, and I want to hear your thoughts about this too. I understand that the job can be, very frustrating. Everybody that has a job has their own nuances to things and things they like and don't like, whether it's management, team, or a person. But you have to learn to use the job for what you need it for. Your job's going to use you for what they need. You're a number, you're an employee, you're a task, you're part of their revenue. Understood. But just like a business decision and a business dealing, there has to be a benefit for the other party. And some of us are getting sold short because we're benefiting because we got a house out of it, which is cool. Or we got a new car, which is a liability. We got the new Escalade. So they're making money in revenue, and your business dealing was, I got a cool Escalade out of it. No, you got to start taking that money and saying, how do I develop a business and how do I invest this money while having my lifestyle, but I'm investing more than I'm spending out. Learn to use your job for what you need it for. For example, benefits are super, super important. If they offer some type of benefits, understand that when you are a solo entrepreneur, it's expensive per month. If you have children, it's even more expensive. If you've got a spouse or a wife, it's more expensive. So sometimes to cut costs, maybe I just keep the job for this part, for the benefits. My brother used to tell me about a lady she was really well. She had real estate. She's like, I'm only working because I want to be able to have insurance. My husband, I think he was working too. But she's like, now they can just use her insurance. We got to learn to use the plays that are out there. And this is just how to become just like wealthy. Like we don't got to become rich, just wealthy, just to be able to have enough money to be able to do the things you want to do, travel if you want to, have fun with some of the toys you want to, live nice. That's all. While increasing the net worth up a little bit. Invest first. Stop thinking about all these liabilities. People don't care about all the cars and clothes that y'all have. That stuff is stupid. It only makes sense and it's only sweet when you have a business that pays for the lifestyle that you have. All right? That's all I got to say. I'm getting up out of here. Like I say, after every video, that this is chess, not checkers. I'm going to see y'all at work.
It's gonna be a cold summer.